All right, welcome to another video. Today we're going to take a look at Disney Plus, Disney overall, Disney the stock. And this stock is having some serious trouble, and I think the stock is done for a little while. It might come back soon, who knows, but it's struggling quite a bit. So when we look at this stock, one of the big things is this stock is breaking down. If we look at the monthly, we are starting to break this solid support, and this is a multi-year support of 85. Full honesty, I am long this stock and in it, but my option spreads will probably die out fully at a full max loss. So I've got some bullish vertical call debit spreads, you could say. So I've got some of those, 100 days out or something back over here, maybe looking for a little pop. It just didn't pan out as much as I would have liked. Anyway, so when I look at this stock is struggling, and there's some huge selling pressure that right now is coming in. So when I look at it, I could throw everything in the book into it. Like, this stock is toast. There's also a bunch of crying that's happening, and it's kind of a nightmare scenario and situation here going on. So if we really look at what's going on right now today, market is a bit down, so I will say that. But not a lot of them are breaking key support levels like Disney. You've got Netflix, Comcast, which I'm not a huge fan of. Just a lot of the rules, regulations. AT&T I used to own for cell phones and so on, and then you got Fox Corp. So anyway, if we look at these kinds of companies, a lot of them are still okay. But when I look at Disney, one of the things that also concerned me is the pricing on some of the parks, and also just the pricing overall that now you got to subscribe and get. So if you want to go ahead and subscribe to streaming services or get access to that, back in the day you used to watch TV and there was no problem. Now you got to pay for X, Y, and Z. You got to pay for 7 different things just to get access to it. So when we look at this, the stock price, it's breaking down. Like, this is a solid breakdown of this support level right now. Now, it could reverse tomorrow or the next day in 2-3 days, and that's fine. But if you get a follow through on this, you are in big trouble. And that stock could come down to about a 44. That is my prediction on this one. If we start breaking and we keep following through over a course of about a week, you could get into about the $44 level. 60 could have some minor support, but I say 44 because now you're going to be testing some of those high upper zones in 1998 and in 2000s and that kind of thing. So that is trouble for this company, because now you're breaking almost from 2014. So that's like a 7-year support level and resistance. That's troubling. So one of the things that I, just personal take on Disney here, Disney theme parks. If we take a look at just the Disney theme parks here, and we look through this, I lived in Florida for many years, and I visited probably every single theme park that Disney has. And one of the things I remember is Animal Kingdom wasn't around back then, actually, when I was growing up. We had like Magic Kingdom was pretty big at the time that I enjoyed. But I remember this park was around $49 or $59. And even then, the Florida residents, we would get passes. You get like three passes during non-busy days for like $120. So there was a couple of cool deals that they used to do. So when we go to Walt Disney, and let's just say we're trying to buy some parks for passes, because when I look at this is the California Disney theme parks, Florida Magic Kingdom. So let's try to buy some tickets here. And I was actually with my kids at Disney, not Disney. I was with my kids just a couple weeks back in Florida, and we actually forego Disney. We went to Busch Gardens, and it worked out quite well. But when we look at Disney Magic Kingdom, for one, the drive was a little bit further for us. But the other thing is just when I look at it, because the kids, they can only last probably like half a day anyway. So if I looked at the pricing, if I recall, tickets and reservations, yada 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 yada. Where can I buy them? Where can I buy them? Disney Park Pass system. Give me a ticket. Make or modify for theme park reservations. Okay, let's say we're going tomorrow, theme park tickets. And one of the things here, all parks available. Yes, okay. Let me grab a ticket. Okay. And they don't even let me have a ticket. So, okay. That's a problem. Let's try this one. Okay. See, again, I can't even click through and buy a ticket. before you make a purchase. See which hotels qualify. Okay, after you make a purchase. So anyway, this is one problem. How can I even buy a ticket? Okay, there's no button or anything like that. Let's try again. Let's try a Disney Magic Kingdom tickets. Give me a ticket. So one part is you can't even buy tickets. That's the first problem. So now let's try one adult. Price your vacation. No hotels. I don't need a hotel. I just want a ticket. And special ticket offer. 4 themes. Where is it? Make a theme park reservation. Okay, let me just buy a ticket. I used to buy tickets at AAA, but again, it's, you know, they make these systems so complicated. Now you got to get the lead. I can't just buy a ticket anymore. Anyway, point being is these prices were quite high. So we ended up going to Busch Gardens. Like, look at this, Busch Gardens. I would pull up Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. I go Tampa, Florida, and I go to tickets. Boom, 66. Buy now. Look how easy it is. Single day. That's it. Boom. You just buy it. You pick the date you want to go, and you're done. You know, this is just the checkout process on its own. Let's say we select that day, add to cart, continue to cart, and continue, and I can actually buy it. There's not a lot of hoops. I get it. Disney's, a little bit more advanced and so on to try and do these upsells. But like, if I just want to get the tickets, just let me have it. Take my money. I had the same issue with Apple in the past, where I'm trying to buy something with the Apple folks, and they don't want my money. They don't want to take it. So anyway, when I look at Disney, some of the parks, or let's just say Disney Plus, nowadays what you have to do is you have to go in, and you've got about $120 a year here, or $12 a month. So that's kind of one thing. You got a bunch of movies, episodes, shows, and these kinds of things. Then you've also got Hulu pricing that you have to sign up for. So if you want some of those shows, not that I really spend a lot of time watching shows, I just don't have the time for it. I'm just saying, from a regular consumer or the average folks that spend, let's say, 3 to 4 hours a day watching TV, when you look at this, yeah, you're spending about another $7, $8 a month, or $15 a month with Hulu with no ads. So there's kind of the ad tier. So you've got that, and then Netflix pricing sign up. Let's just do that and go here. So here again, even with ads, you're paying standard, premium, yada yada yada. Okay, this is in Canadian, so about 20 bucks Canadian. So that's about 15 bucks US. If we look at it that way. So in either case, point being is, when we start looking at these things, it starts to add up with all of these different services. So I think what people are doing is definitely cutting cords. They're maybe signing up for a month at a time. And that's one of the things. But the one thing, again, this Magic Kingdom thing disappoints me. I still would love to, hey, can I buy a ticket? Can I get a ticket? And I find it just makes it difficult. Like, here's Visit Orlando, give me a theme park, let me do the checkout. There's the Animal Epcot, Magic Kingdom, yada yada, view ticket deals, and there's the Best of Orlando. So I got to go through a third-party website to get the ticket for Magic Kingdom off gate prices. Yeah, let me see what a gate price is. Probably like $160 now. So anyway, point being is that they're getting pricey. Let's see what a non-Florida resident. Okay, so you've got about a select number of days, 4 days. I just want one, let's say 1 day. Magic Kingdom. So it's about 129, 149 on those days. So yeah, if you go today when you're already done with the day, 129 is roughly what it is. Let's say I'm a Florida resident. What can I get? See? Florida resident, that's the thing, is right there. You got 86 bucks. So we used to pay around 49 as I recall when I was a kid. But yeah, and then anyway, checkout process here is a little bit different, and so on. Anyway, when I look at the stock, not to yaddle and ramp around the stock, it's tanking. It's not doing well. This is going to start a sell-off process further. You're seeing a lot of volume, a lot of people dumping this. They're not looking to go long into the investing side of this. So when we start looking at pushing these things, where they're going to go, the momentum, the energy, they're dumping these shares. And I think once this gets, once these companies get a little bit of a wake-up call of like, hey, you know what? Things are maybe a little too pricey. Maybe consumer doesn't want to spend. Maybe the stock price is just too high. When you get into a better value, that's when people will go back into the stock or value in situation. It's the same reason why, hey, I didn't go to the Disney park just with a couple of kids, and I'm only going to be there probably three hours. So you're paying a full day pass. You're going to be there for 3 hours, and now you got upsells on everything. It's like just to go visit one ride for them, you're waiting 30-40 minutes. So anyway, yeah, so when we look at some of these things, you got some major selling pressure. Even Netflix here recently with this run up has come up quite a bit, and now you could see, hey, a little pullback in this level. You've got Fox Corporation, also a bit struggling. Stock is not really growing. I'd say the best one that did so far was here. Netflix kind of recovered a bit from that loss, but even then it had some trouble. So this is what's happening in the world of Disney as well. They had some other stuff happening. But you're up around 200. Now you're back down into 85. So from a haircut or percentage down, we are down about 60% in about 2 years. So think about it. If you had $1 million, that's cut more than half. You're down to like 400 grand. So point being is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Even things that Magic Kingdom don't last forever, right? So here you could see that stock pulling back. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of hype behind it for a little while. So now that we're breaking this and the volume's building on the bearish side, watch that, because when you watch that volume, you'll see some more selling pressure to come. So that's all I got for you on this one. It's a little more depressing in that front, because it's not doing so well. It's breaking support, and it's probably going to sell off for a while. And a lot of kids that used to get stock ownership, I remember when I was a kid, grandparents would buy shares of Disney. So some of those kids are not going to be very happy. Granted, they're adults now anyway. All right, so thanks for joining me. Check out some of these other free videos and trading material, and check out our other website, tradersfly.com, if you want to learn a little bit more about trading options, and continue to evolve, learn, educate yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.